Welcome back to another episode of Why Real Estate. I'm going to ask you to do me a favor and just click the subscribe button. Definitely helps us grow and get more eyeballs on it. Here we are again discussing the fundamentals of real estate. I'm grateful and excited for our guest today, Matt DeHart, who is the owner of Highline Financial. Matt has extensive experience in long-term rentals, short-term rentals, specifically helping people be able to become able and capable to buy, property, whether it's their residential property or otherwise. But Matt's an expert in his field, and I'm grateful he's here with us, and we look forward to some nuggets that he has to share with us.
Hey, thanks, Lane. I'm excited to be here and talk to your viewers.
So, Matt, describe what you do as far as from a financial perspective as it relates to helping people prepare their credit and otherwise to be able to afford a home.
Well, a lot of people want to get into a house but don't understand how to get there. There's a lot of factors that it takes. People have gone to college, have taken on student loans, they've had credit cards, they may not have used them properly. A lot of people don't understand how the financial system works. And so I help people understand that better, help them build credit, help them pay off debt, and get into a position where they can afford to get into that house and they understand what they're getting into when they sign those documents.
And I know generally you have a lot of clients, both high income earners, middle, low, and you just help them establish a plan to be able to, go into the next step financially, whether it's getting ready for retirement and otherwise. But I do know you like the real estate side of it. Why is that?
I love real estate because most of the time, somebody that's going to be in real estate for the long term is going to be profitable with it. And real estate is something that's secure, it's tangible, it's there. You can live in it if everything's going bad. That's what I like about real estate is most of the time, if you're going to be in it for the long term, you can make it very lucrative.
Everything I like to talk about, right?
Yes.
It's backed by a hard asset that the world's population isn't shrinking. It's continuing to grow. It's definitely 90% of millionaires are made through real estate. And so I know you like to have established things like that. If you want to share any bits of knowledge, with people, what are some things that are on your mind that everyone should hear?
One of the things that I find interesting when I coach people is the lack of having a plan. What are your goals? What do you want to achieve? How do you want to get there? So we really set up some goals that we work backwards from. If you want to have this much money or you want to be able to retire at this age, what's it going to take to get there? And then working backwards makes it a lot easier for us to achieve those goals. Is it going to take a couple rental properties? Or are you going to want to invest in real estate? And what's it going to take to get you to achieve those goals?
Financial discipline seems like a great buzzword that we all aspire to. Much more difficult to attain, right?
Yes.
So, I imagine, obviously you run into people who say they're going to do one thing, like all of us. Something comes up, a trip they want to go on, kind of knocks them off course. I imagine that takes a great deal of patience sometimes on your part.
It does. But what's interesting as well as we talk about financial discipline is some people are even too disciplined. And it's hard for them to see the benefit of their hard work and their labors. But people that are willing to hunker down and be able to put forth the work for the next couple of years can do very well. And with real estate, the thing I really like about real estate is it's a way to hedge against negative things that are going to happen to you in the future. If you get laid off or you have a medical emergency, if you're set up correctly and you do things right, you can utilize your real estate to help cover those expenses down the road.
And Matt's, he's the kind of guy that doesn't just preach it; he actually lives it. I know a few years ago you bought a nightly rental, property in downtown Salt Lake. How's that gone for you?
It's great. Lane actually helped me with that, helped me get into the property, and we did an Airbnb. We found a good property. I knew what the numbers were, and it's been an incredible investment for us. We jumped in right as COVID hit. Things skyrocketed. People loved doing a staycation here in Utah. And so they were able to stay and get into a good place. So it's been a very good investment for us. And we're very grateful that we did that, and we're in a position to do that.
Yeah, and it's an apartment basically in downtown Salt Lake. I mean, very highly desirable, trafficked area. You can get access to anything around Salt Lake. But I'd highly recommend connecting with Matt if you have concerns about where, no matter where you're at, where you need to be, what you need to do to prepare yourself and your family to be able to afford a home of your own or investment property or anything like that, and just get your financial house in order. Matt, thanks for being on.
Thank
Always
you.
Enjoy being around you.
I appreciate it.
We'll see you.